Alrighty. This is the final part, guys. I'll talk for a good maybe 15 minutes here, and I'll shut this camera off here. This will be a 40, like, 5-minute video. All my Hollywood news videos will not be too long. They'll be like 45-minute videos. Obviously. Ivan, please make an hour and a half. Guys, like, I only have so many stuff to cover for this video. Chances are I do a good 1 to 2 articles a day. If I do 1 to 2 articles, chances are it'll be a 40, 45, 50-minute, 55-minute video. My other video I made was 58 minutes, so it was almost an hour long, but it's tough to do what? A 1.5 hour video for a Hollywood news video or something. I gotta walk in that brutal storm and get my beer and smokes. Marvin, don't go to the store. Yeah, I don't have to go to the store, but I need my beer and smokes, man. I like having a beer and some smokes. What? Give me a sec, cause I gotta bring the charger. Alrighty. Sorry, I have to go give the charger. Give the charger upstairs, obviously. Yeah, so James Gunn and Peter Safran knew they had a lot of pressure. James Gunn, I can only imagine how much pressure James Gunn and Peter Safran are under. David Zaslav signed him to a 4-year deal, I heard. If this franchise does not take off in 4 years, then James Gunn and Peter Safran were obviously the wrong choice, and they will not be rehired, obviously. But I think they're going to turn things around in the DC universe. I think it's going to be a successful franchise. Obviously, there's no reason why the next Superman movie can't do $1 billion. The next Batman movie can't do $1 billion. The Joker and the Batman movies are proof that there's what? There's fans out there who want to see good, entertaining product. You just have to put out good product, tell good stories, and market the shit out of that out of your movies. Some Sarah. Start fresh, create a new DC franchise, obviously. In a follow-up tweet, he said, "Our choices for the DCU are based upon what we believe is best for the story and best for DC characters, who have been around for nearly 85 years. Perhaps these choices are great, perhaps not, but they are made with sincere hearts and integrity, and always with the story in mind." Yeah, the franchise and story and characters comes first, not the actors. The actors are there to serve the characters. The characters don't serve the actors. The actors serve the characters. Hence why the characters in the new DCU universe and then the story and the franchise comes first before Henry Cavill, Dwayne Johnson, Gal Gadot. That's more important. If that means letting Henry Cavill go, then so be it. Henry Cavill has to be let go, Samsara. Henry Cavill has to be let go. I'll continue reading here. No one loves to be harassed or called names, but to be frank, we've been through significantly worse. This disrespectful outcry will never affect our actions. Yeah. So James Gunn and Peter Safran obviously just ignore the haters out there. They ignore the haters and the naysayers. They ignore the haters and the naysayers that are bashing Peter Safran and James Gunn for firing Henry Cavill. You know what I'm saying? Fire James Gunn, boycott Warner Bros. All Peter Safran and James Gunn have to do is just ignore those guys. Just like when I'm king and I make Zayn, it's guaranteed I might have some haters out there who didn't like my movie. I might have some haters who didn't like my book. Yeah, if you don't like my book, it's your opinion. I'm not gonna let your opinion affect my date, obviously, some there. But I highly doubt anyone will not like my book. People will either think it's really, really good, or they'll think it's okay, right? Yeah, I know it's pretty good, but I like other books better. Oh, yeah, if you like other books better, it's your opinion, obviously. It's your crazy opinion, obviously. And I'm joking. It's your opinion, obviously. But what? It's your opinion, obviously, but what? But I'm not gonna let it what. But hence why I'm so happy I am not in the public eye. I set the whole thing up, obviously. I don't have to worry about these critics, man. I don't have to worry about the movie critics, the Hollywood movie critics, and all these people bashing my movie in the public eye, man. The fans bashing my movie. I don't have to worry about that. It's guaranteed. Even if my movie is a masterpiece, fans are gonna do whatever they can. Some fans might do whatever they can to pick out flaws in my movie. It doesn't matter how good your movie is. There's gonna be fans out there who are not gonna like it, and they're gonna do whatever they can to pick out flaws in your movie. To pick out flaws in your movie, obviously. Guaranteed Zanes will probably have a few flaws in it, as no movie's perfect. Every movie has flaws, obviously, but some fans might bash my movie, obviously, and I don't have to worry about that hatred on Twitter, man. You know what I'm saying? VJ doesn't have to worry about the fans annoying her on Twitter, because once I pay this fee, and I save my wife, obviously, VJ will no longer have access to her Twitter account. She's no longer in the public eye. She's behind the scenes with me, obviously. So VJ started if VJ were to restart her own Twitter account, she would have like no followers. If she started a YouTube channel, which she won't, she'll have like a couple hundred subscribers and no views because she didn't sell. She's now behind the scenes with me. So once I pay his fee, guys, VJ will no longer have access to her Instagram. She has like 20 million followers. She'll no longer have access to her Instagram, 20 million follower Instagram, and she'll no longer have access to her Twitter account. She's now behind the scenes, free with me behind the scenes, obviously. It's me. VJ don't have to worry about. VJ might tell me, Ivan, I love being famous behind the scenes. It's so much better, Ivan. I don't have to deal with all this backlash from the fans. Yeah, VJ doesn't have to worry about negative, toxic fans on Twitter. I don't have to worry about negative, toxic fans on Twitter. Negative, toxic fans, yeah, I don't have to worry about that because it's all behind the scenes. Why, obviously. Where James Gunn and Peter Safran are in the public eye themselves, obviously, they have to worry about the backlash from the fans, obviously, yeah. They're all in the public eye, yeah, man. They quote James Gunn's tweet that he made. They quote James Gunn's tweet that he made, obviously. One of the things Peter and I were aware of when we took the job as heads of DC Studios was a certain minority of people online that could be, well, uproarious and unkind, to say the least. So James Gunn and Peter Safran knew what they were getting into when they took the job. Yeah, if I hand you the keys to the kingdom and you're the heads of DC Studios, you're gonna have a lot of negative fans that are gonna that you're gonna receive a lot of fan backlash on Twitter and Instagram and all these social media platforms. Yeah. So James Gunn saying, yeah, I knew what I was getting into when I got the job of the heads of DC Studios. Yeah. He added, "We were aware there would be a period of turbulence when we took this gig, and we knew we would sometimes have to make difficult and not so obvious choices. Yes, like letting Henry Cavill go, letting Patty Jenkins go, letting Dwayne Johnson go. As Black Adam is not going to be a part of the new chapter of the DC universe. They might bring him back in some capacity, some small little capacity, but Black Adam is not coming back in the DC universe because the movie flopped. Obviously, it flopped. I guarantee you, when David Zaslav hired Peter Safran and this is a theory I have. I guarantee when David Zaslav hired Peter Safran. Obviously, and James Gunn, and you know what I'm saying, and he's like, okay, let's see how. I guarantee he's like, okay, let's see how good Black Adam does. We have Dwayne The Rock Johnson promoting the brand. He has 300 plus million followers. There's no excuse why this movie can't do $600 million. Let's bring back Henry Cavill, have him have a cameo in the movie. Let's see if that helps. And the movie ends up tanking. And David Zaslav like, okay, Peter, fuck it. I want you to redo the whole thing, refresh this whole thing, man. This current old franchise is not working. Yeah, I guarantee you. This is my theory. I guarantee you the decision to reboot David Zaslav telling Peter Safran. David Zaslav telling James Gunn and Peter Safran to reboot the franchise. I guarantee you it was all hinging on Black Panther's performance, on Black Adam's performance. Because Black Adam flopped, David Zaslav was like, James, Peter, I want you to reboot this whole thing, refresh everything. This is not working. This franchise is not working. It's not working. Yeah, that's my theory. Let me tell you here. He added, we were aware there would be a period of turbulence when we took this gig, and we knew we would sometimes have to make difficult, not so obvious choices, especially in the wake of the fractious nature of what came before us. He's talking about the old what? The old DCU universe, obviously. The movie's not doing so well. The fractious nature of what came before us, obviously. Or he's talking about that, or maybe the negative fans before they were the new DC heads, obviously. But this means little to us in comparison to our jobs as artists and custodians, and helping to create a wide and wonderful future for DC. Yeah, hopefully the decisions that Peter Safran and James Gunn made were the right decisions, and hopefully they create, I'm quoting here, a wonderful future for the DC franchise, obviously. Almost done here, guys. Right? For almost a decade now, DC films have tried to catch up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they have not, obviously, as Marvel is blowing DC out of the water, obviously, and have failed. Yes, they failed. There have been a handful. The only two successful DC movies were Wonder Woman and Aquaman. When I mean DC, I'm talking about the DC universe. Whereas Joker and Batman were successful, obviously, but that's DC films. It's not part of the DCU universe, obviously. But only two movies, guys, Aquaman and Wonder Woman, were successful. And all the other movies, they tanked. They all did big movies like Batman vs. Superman, you know what I'm saying? And Man of Steel, those movies only did like $600 million. You see what I'm saying? When they should have done $1 billion. And all the other movies after that did like under $400 million. Yeah, the DC franchise was a failure. It wasn't one. Not, all these movies all lost money. Broke even, lost money. Only two of them made money, yeah. There have been a handful of individual successes, sure, like Aquaman and Wonder Woman, obviously. But as a unified cinematic universe, DC movies have failed, yes. Like John Campea said, what? You have a broke down car, instead of trying fixing up the car, just get a new car and start fresh. Yeah, I agree with him, obviously. The DC brand is a what? Is a dying franchise. They need to start fresh. Obviously. Right? Analysts have said that the biggest reason for this is the absence of figures like Kevin Feige, Marvel studio boss at DC. Is the big reason DC failed because Kevin Feige was not in charge of DC? I mean, you can make an argument for that, but I just think they just didn't have the right leadership. They didn't have the right leadership for DC. As much as I love Walter Hamada, he obviously wasn't the best man for the job. He wasn't the best man for the job, obviously. That's why David let him go, obviously. He fired him. But I mean, had Kevin Feige been in the head of DC, would DC been a more successful franchise? Most likely, yes. Obviously. But I believe what? Now that they have Peter Safran and James Gunn, I think the DC franchise has the potential to be a very successful franchise, obviously. But yeah, the Warner Bros., the DC franchise did not have the best leadership, the best leadership, obviously. And now that David Zaslav is now the head of the president of Warner Bros., the CEO of Warner Bros., obviously, and he hired two co-CEOs to run the DC studios. Hopefully, the new DC franchise will go in the right direction. It'll be successful, obviously. Yeah, reason for that is the absence of a figure like Kevin Feige. Yeah, if Kevin Feige was a boss of DC, you'd be looking at a much different DC universe, a more successful universe, obviously. At DC, somebody who knows comics intimately and is also familiar with the business side of things. Yeah, Kevin Feige would have been a good candidate. But here's the thing, though: if you take Kevin Feige and bring him to DC, well, the Marvel brand now tanked. That's the real question. But Kevin Feige isn't going anywhere. He's staying in Marvel. Yeah, he already has a successful franchise, a film cinematic franchise. He's not going anywhere. Right? Both Gunn and Safran have a great track record in creative and financial terms, respectively, when it comes to superhero movies. But fans expect that the earlier cinematic universe built by Zack Snyder is being phased out. Yes, it is. And that involves recasting of major characters like a younger Superman, a younger Batman, right? Right? So we know that Batman will be recast. Ben Affleck is not coming back as Batman. He might direct a movie, and he's going to direct one of the movies in the new DCU universe, obviously. Which movie that is, I don't know. Hopefully it's a Batman movie, obviously. So we're going to get a younger Batman, a younger Superman. Obviously. Obviously. So that Zack Snyder universe that was built, obviously, is now being phased out. James Gunn and Peter Safran are going in a new direction. And they're going to reboot the whole franchise. They're going to start fresh, obviously. Almost done here, guys. Right? So I'm going to read this again. But fans expect that the earlier cinematic universe built by Zack Snyder is being phased out. And that involves recasting of major characters since DCU will likely feature younger superheroes, like I said earlier. They're going to go with a younger Batman and a younger Superman, most likely. And that involves recasting, which is why they let Henry Cavill go. Gal Gadot's most likely on her way out. I don't know. They might have her in the new DC universe. I highly doubt it. They're not making Wonder Woman 3, so Gal Gadot's most likely on her way out. Jason Momoa might be on his way out too. Yeah. Ezra Miller is on his way out, most likely. Yeah. All these actors who are in the current DCU universe. So once they do the Blue Beetle movie, the Flash movie, you know what I'm saying? The Flash movie and on the other DCU Aquaman 2. And what's the other one called? What's the other fourth one called? I forget what it's called. Once they do those 4 movies, obviously, that ends the current DCU universe. And they're going to start fresh with a new one, obviously. There. Cavill's departure as Superman has particularly hit a nerve. Yes, it has. It created a lot. It created a lot of angry fans, obviously. Such angry fans, some fans are petitioning for James Gunn to get fired. And they want to boycott Warner Bros. So I'm going to keep saying this. You want the Warner Bros., you want the new DCU universe to fail because they fired Henry Cavill, guys. Come on. Grow up, stop being children. It's business, man. Hollywood people get screwed over all the time. People get screwed over, people get fired. It's part of business, man. Welcome to Hollywood. Yeah, hence why I don't want to go to Hollywood, obviously. It's not for me, I'm sorry. Yeah. Cavill's departure as Superman has particularly hit a nerve. Many wonder why his return was teased at all if it was going to be. Yeah, my guess is, I guarantee you, I'm going to keep saying this. I guarantee you, Black Adam's success, I guarantee you, this is my prediction, this is my theory. I guarantee you the future of this current DC franchise all hinged on that Black Adam movie, man. I guarantee you that it hinged on that Black Adam movie. The future of this current DC franchise hinged on that Black Adam movie. And once, okay, David Zaslav, okay, we have Dwayne Johnson, the biggest movie star in the world. Can he get the butts in the seats of it? He has 300 plus million fans. Can he get a good 50, 60 million of his fans to see his movie? And his movie does $600 million. Let's see if this movie's a hit. Let's bring back Superman. Hopefully that'll get more, bring back Henry Cavill, Superman, Black Adam. Hopefully that gets more clicks, gets more views, gets more butts in the seats, obviously. And the movie flopped. And David Zaslav was okay, guy. Okay, Peter. Okay, Peter, James. I want to start fresh. I want to reboot this whole thing. This current DC franchise is not working. Yeah, I guarantee you guys. What? This is my theory. I guarantee you that the current state of this whole the current state of this whole DCU universe, continuing or not, hinged on that Black Adam's performance. Because Black Adam flopped, David Zaslav pulled the plug. He's okay, guys. We're starting fresh. And that's Peter Safran and James Gunn decide to start fresh. That is my theory, guys. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. Suzanne. Obviously. Gunn has said that the decision to bring him back was taken before he joined DC. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like I said in my earlier video. Whenever Henry Cavill made the announcement that he's coming back as Superman, this was before James Gunn and Peter Safran were hired. Obviously, right? And in the moment they were hired, they decided to start fresh and go with a new DC universe. And Henry Cavill did not fit the bill. They had to let Henry Cavill go. That's why some fans think think Henry Cavill was screwed over, obviously, by Warner Bros. I don't think he was. It's just business. They let him go. He didn't fit the bill for the new DC universe. But some fans obviously think Henry Cavill got screwed over, obviously. Right? And that ends this article, guys. So I made a good, 3-minute video here. 52-minute video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. I'm going to briefly comment on this. on this topic before I shut this camera off here. And I'm gonna go take a shower, and I'm gonna walk in that brutal storm and get my beer and my smokes and trip my ass off, obviously, because I always trip when I go out in public. I'll get better, obviously, right? Yeah. So here's some thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna talk briefly here about this topic here. About this topic here. Yeah, I personally believe that the future of this war the future of the current DC state, the future of the current DC universe was all hinging on Black Adam's performance. Okay, we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the biggest movie star in the world. He can sell his movies well. Can he deliver? Can he what? He has 300 million fans. Can he what? Can he get a good 60 million of his fans to see his movies, to see his Black Adam movie? Will the return of Henry Cavill create more buzz and have more fans watch the movie? And yet the movie flopped. And David Zaslav, okay, Peter Safran, James Gunn, I'm gonna pull the plug. I want to start fresh. We'll continue. We'll finish off this current DC universe with the remaining releases, and after that, we're gonna start fresh with a new DCU universe. Had Black Adam been a success and it did $600 million, I don't think James Gunn and Peter Safran, to be honest, would have started fresh. They probably would have continued with the franchise because Black Adam was not working. This current DC franchise is not working. Perhaps James Gunn and Peter Safran might have stayed with the current DC universe. Who knows? They might have started fresh. I don't know, but they might have perhaps continued with the new DCU franchise. Obviously, the what continued with the old DCU franchise. And Henry Cavill's firing will create a lot of angry fans. Some fans want James Gunn fired. They want him fired, obviously. And they want to boycott Warner Bros. So you want the Warner Bros. DC franchise, the new Warner Bros. DC franchise to fail because Henry Cavill got fired. Come on, guys. We're not children. Grow up. It's Hollywood. It's business. It happens all the time. Yeah. That's my take on it, obviously. But the real question is, will James Gunn and Peter Safran succeed and build this successful new DCU franchise? I don't know. We have to wait and see. We'll know in a good, 2.5 years. In a good 2.5 years, we're probably going to get a new Batman, a new Superman movie being released in the new DC universe. Will that movie be a hit? Will it hit $1 billion? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it will. I think it'll be successful. They just have to find the right actor to play Superman and Batman. They have to tell amazing stories. And they have to market the shit out of this movie. And if that Superman movie does $1 billion, that means the new DCU franchise is going in the right direction. If the Joker could do $1 billion, and that's not even part of the DC universe, that means there's hope for the DC universe. They just have to tell great stories. If Batman can do $800 million, that means there's hope for the DC universe. They just have to tell great stories, and DC can eat the DC movies. There's no excuse. The DC movies should all be doing $1 billion. They should all be doing $1 billion. Yeah, they should all be killing it in the box office, but yet they're not performing well. Why? Because the fans just don't care about DC, the DC anymore. Whereas fans actually care about Marvel, hence why their movies are all hits. Because there's a market for Marvel, but there's no market for the current DC universe. That's why David says I have to pull the plug. Okay, Black Adam flopped. I want you guys starting fresh. I can't deal with this anymore. I want you starting fresh. This current DC universe is not working. The fans don't seem to care about our movies. Yeah. Now James Gunn and Peter Safran are starting fresh. The question is, will the new DC franchise succeed? Obviously, I hope it kicks Marvel's ass. Don't hate me, Kevin Feige. Don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? I hope it kicks Marvel's ass. Yeah. Anyways, this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I made a good, 57-minute video, almost a 1 hour video. I hope you guys enjoyed this very interesting Ivan's Commenting Hollywood News show. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll make another video. And on Christmas Day, I might take that day off and have you guys just enjoy your Christmas. Or I might make a video Christmas. I might make a video maybe Boxing Day. Boxing Day, I'll make a video early in the morning. Boxing Day, I'll make a video. We'll see what happens. Anyways, Ivan Amir, I'm signing out. Peace.